Have you ever spent uncountable hours going back and forth with client revisions on your design and taking feedback? Endless emails, confusing screenshot and messages scattered everywhere? What if I told you there is a way to collect clear visual feedback directly on your website in real time? That's exactly what SureFeedback does. I have tried several tools, but I found SureFeedback is one of the most complete plugin I have ever found. Let me share a quick story. Back when I was working on a client websites, I have get feedback like, can you move that things little, or can you move that things little left or little right or under? But the problem was which section, which image and which pages the client wanted to change. It was very confusing for me at that moment. It turned into a never-ending cycle of confusion. Then I started using SureFeedback. My clients could just click on any part of the live website, drop a comments and pin. That's it, simple. Instantly I knew exactly what they want and no more email and no more back and forth communications. So today I will share with you exactly how you can install and use SureFeedback in your website. So without further any delay, let's jump into my computer and start working on SureFeedback. So here you can see the SureFeedback landing page, and unfortunately they do not have free versions, but if you take a look at the pricing, it's worth it. I would say the pricing is way less and it's worth it to use only $99 and give it a try. Also they have money back guarantee, so I would suggest you give it a try. So they will provide you 14 days money back guarantee. If you are not satisfied, you can refund. And I will also attach a coupon so that you can get a little bit of discounts when you're purchasing this one from using my coupon basically. And this is not a sponsored video. Again, it's not sponsored. It's just what I used and what I like about this SureFeedback I'm showing and how to configure it inside your website. So now you can see right now I'm using the standard plan for my business, and the number one dashboard site which is enough for any freelancer or any small agency owner. That's enough for one dashboard sites. So now I'm going to log in into my account, and if you want to understand how the SureFeedback works and it's all about its features and use cases, then you can take a look at here. You can take mockups, you can take feedback on your images or even websites. So basically I'm going to show you the websites, but the same way you can take feedback on your graphics work and images. Now I have to log in into my accounts here. So this is my user account. I'm going to log in. And when you purchase the SureFeedback, you will have something like this. So I have already downloaded the SureFeedback, which is inside the download. You can see the download options. So you can simply download that one and you will have license as well under the license tab. I'm not going to disclose the license here. And when you're using SureFeedback, make sure you are working on your personal sites. So there are two plugins that comes with the SureFeedback. The first one is we need to install in admin site like our personal server, and another one that we have to install on client server or client website basically. Now let's go back to my personal server where I have installed feedback.riadmahmud.com. So basically in this subdomain I installed SureFeedback to take feedbacks from my clients. Now let's log in. So I added my username and password. Let's click login. Let's click again. Well, this is the correct login details. So I just logged in into my WordPress dashboard. Basically, here is I have only installed SureFeedback to taking feedback from my clients. So as you can see, there are 989 comments. That means all the comments and conversations that's going around, which is displaying here. Now, if I go to the SureFeedback, there is a little bit additional information that you can see here, and I have already installed SureFeedback, and as I told you I have only one license, so it's very easy. You can simply install and activate your license there. Now I'm going to show you the real case scenario here. Basically, if I go to the overview under SureFeedback will give you all the comments that has been exchanged with you and your clients. So if I scroll down, there's a lot of comments that has worked and discussed here basically, and those are the comments. And you can see you can also select a specific projects to see the comments based on specific projects here. You can if your team member has several person, then you can assign a specific person comments. You can view a specific or filter a specific person comments, and you can check the comments that is in progress, in reviews, active, or resolved. So literally you can filter each and every single part here easily inside the SureFeedback overview area. Now if I go to the websites here, you can see there is a websites. It only requires when you want to add any websites here. So right now there are several websites that is currently ongoing here working. If you complete any projects, you can remove it from here. So only right now 7 websites are hosted here. And if I take a look at the mockups, the mockup basically it's image format, it's PDF format. You can take feedback on your image or PDF. Let's say you are a graphics designer or any kind of designer that you create PDFs for your clients. You create several other products for your clients, which is image, banner, whatever things. Then you can take feedbacks from your clients as well. It's a live feedback. Now we're gonna activate the websites here. So I'm gonna click websites and click add new. So I'm going to add a websites, one of my client staging site where I'm working right now. If you take a look at here, this is the client staging site. So I just copy the URL from here, and I also logged in into the client staging site. Take a look at the URL. This is the staging URL. Now I just copy the main domain and then go to here and hit or paste the URL here basically, and type here the project's name. You can add any kind of name basically. Let's add test project, and now click next. So I'm connecting my client website with my SureFeedback server so that I can receive feedback and we can collaborate live. Now you can see here the next step is WordPress or something else. If you're using any kind of other platforms like any kind of third-party CMS, not WordPress, still you can use it. You can use Webflow or you can use any kind of third-party CMS. So not only for WordPress, even HTML websites can be worked here easily. So now I'm gonna connect WordPress. Just click WordPress. You can use WordPress username and admin to connect automatically, install and plugin, but I'm gonna use manual process because automatically sometimes get error. So the manual process is the safest and easiest way, or the safest way I would say. So I'm gonna copy this code, and they clearly mentions that paste this code under settings, SureFeedback at connections. Where? In your client website. So I'm gonna copy this one from here and go to the client side. Now install plugin called SureFeedback. So inside the client server or client staging site, I am going to install the plugin called SureFeedback. So basically the SureFeedback plugin is this one hosted inside wordpress.org, which is for client side. Now click install now and click activate. Now as you can see, it shows that it requires some connections. So I have copied the code already and I'm gonna paste here. That's it. Now click save changes, and after that go to my site and click here. I have pasted the code. So that's it, we are connected. Now we need to verify the comments option is working or not. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to copy this URL. So this is the project access link, and you have to copy this URL and share with your client to get feedback. So basically it will store some cookie or the token inside your client browser or your browser at the same time. After that, they will be able to see that SureFeedback widgets. So without using this link or plugin, they will not be able to use or see the widgets. Now I'm gonna copy this one and paste here and hit enter. This URL will redirect to client websites. So as you can see, it's redirected to the client website, and it will gonna appear the SureFeedback comments features. So as you can see, this is how exactly it looks like. So I'm gonna click OK, and let's say for example, I'm gonna add a comments here, like clicking on comment, and let's say I would like to change this text, and I can easily mention, hey, change this text and add comments. And myself, right now I'm working, even I'm admin, but I have to use any username and email address. So I have already logged in into my server and I have already an account. So for this, for me, I'm gonna just use my account here. So I'm gonna use my username and password and click login. So as you can see, I just logged in and here you can see my feedback. Now let's say you have shared the same URL with your client and you want to receive feedback from your client as well. To do so, as your client, if I open incognito mode here and paste the URL, the same URL here. So now I am acting as a client and I am acting like I don't have any accounts on server. So basically the accounts gonna create under your test websites. So under these websites, the feedback or the primary websites, it will gonna create user account here, not your client websites. And all the comments and everything gonna display here. As you can see, hey, change the text that I made comments here, it's displaying here perfectly. Even though when I click on details, it will gonna display exactly which part the comments has been added here nicely. If I click here, you can see this is the part where I made that comment. Now let's open my incognito window here and click OK here. Now I am client, and as you can see, if I scroll down, I can see these comments here. So without that link, if someone visit this direct domain, they will not gonna see this one. But if you want your client to see these comments and feedback, you can share the URL with the access token. Even you can use private comment sections to add comments and get feedback internally with your team. So that's very useful. So now as a client, I'm gonna use my name or my email address to add a comments here. Let's type here, okay Riad. I can also mention, okay Riad, I will change it. And if I hit comment, you can see it will gonna ask my name. So if I have account there, I can simply log in. If I do not have any accounts, I can simply create a new one here by adding my name. So let's say Mahmud, Mahmud, and I'm gonna use an email address that I haven't used on my server. So I'm going to use, let's say, hello@creatomark.com and click done. So as you can see, my account has been added and created as Mahmud and it's displaying okay. So I can also change or add comments here. I can upload image here. Let's say replace this icon. And I can also insert icons from my computer as a client and use this one, open, and add comments here. So maybe the icon is SVG format or something else. That's why it's not going to loading here. Sometimes it doesn't work for the SVG. Mostly it's not working for the SVG. I forget that. Now let's add comments, but it will not going to work. So I have to disclose and add another comments. Let's replace the image. And you can also mention a specific person here. Okay, the PNG, WebP, let's use, okay, all of them are PNG or WebP. Let's use this one. So as you can see, the PNG format works perfectly here. Now I'm gonna add comments. Now if I go back to my WordPress dashboard basically and reload here, you can see it's already visible without reloading, and the comments is from Mahmud, which is I made, and the image is displaying here. And if I click details, I can see where exactly I made the comments as a client. So like this way, you can easily work with your clients, take feedback and work on them. Let's say I am working as a Riad right now, and if I reload this page, there is several other features that will help you to navigate several pages. And if I also click here, you can see there is a little widgets. All the comments are displaying here and in this page. So you can see, let's say you made comments on other pages. Let's say your client goes to another page, let's say testimonial page, and add another comments inside testimonial page. So let me show you how it works. Another comments, add comments here. And now if I click here, I have to reload. Now if I click over here, you can see there are pages, like this one is testimonial page and this one is your home page. Now if I click view page, it will gonna take me the testimonial page. So literally you can see all the pages on every place where your client made comments, exactly which places. Now this is exactly how it looks like. Now, if I go to all pages, I can see here from, I can see from here, I can see the activity, everything, like the resolved and all the progress or status and everything, every activity that you can see from here, and as your client and you and your team. So let's go back to the home page. And now if you just scroll down, let's say I change this logo and I just make it resolved, and I make a comments here, hey Mahmud, I have resolved that I have replaced the image, add comments. That's it. Very nice and organized way that you can easily collaborate on live with your client, and at the same time you will get email notification each and every single time. If you want, you can adjust the email notifications, and you can also change the notification frequently, every day, weeks, or whatever suitable for you. They have a lot of features, a lot of existing features that you can try it out. But as of now, I have shared with you only the basic way right now, only the way that I'm using personally to build my client projects and get live collaboration with my clients and taking feedback from my clients as well. So now if I go to my email address, let me show you. So as you can see, there are several feedback that I received as a client and as a owner of the SureFeedback, like as a developer and as a client. Both of the emails are displaying in my email accounts, so it's both of them are connected here, that's why. So now if I open this one, basically you can see, hey, change this text. So I made these comments 8 minutes ago and it's instantly displaying here. So this is exactly how useful it is and how to make things work here. And I really enjoy these plugins, so I hope you're gonna like this plugin as well. And if you have anything else that you'd like to share with me, please feel free to share. And also if you know any other third-party plugins that is free and useful or paid, whatever plugins you know, please feel free to share with me. If you are tired of messy email feedback and want a faster, stress-free way to collect feedbacks, revisions for your web design work from your client, give it a try using SureFeedback. I will leave the link below so you can check it out. And trust me, once you use it, you will wonder how you ever worked without it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more WordPress tips and tutorials.